Apparently I'm live. So, I'm Krayzar, and I'm just reading my official Vortex comic book. And just a little bit of a story here. There's some sort of edgy guy. Oh, I don't know. Oh, see, look. Look at how angry he is. Angry war man. Anyway, basically, Vortex is a super effects game. It's like Star Fox, only as a comic book. It was about half the actual megabits of Star Fox. It was programmed with shoestrings, and it works just about as well. It can crash prolifically, but it has some cheat codes and some stage selects that make it bearable. And hopefully we won't have to use those, but we'll see. I've kept the game powered off because heat tends to make it crash. So we'll get started. We're gonna reboot for good measure. And catch my camera again. Hi. There we go. No, come here. There we go. Good boy. All right. So that's a cube. Basically, the story of Vortex is we got to go through a vortex and get the cube. I'm going to be setting the game to English for you guys. We're going to set the difficulty to easy because there's bugs on every single other version of this game that makes it almost impossible to play. Enemies will basically become invincible if we don't. So, that said, we basically have to play it on easy in a marathon setting, and even then it's completely unsafe. And I really want the purple version of the robot, but whatever. So, we're going to start it off. And the first level is not very impressive. I'm going to explain what happens here. Fly straight, boost, keep shooting, and nothing will hurt you. And we're going to go now. We're going to jump into the jet mode. And I just showed you the menu there. Those menus were actually done by hand in a paint program and are actually what converts the game data to the levels that you see. And I'm just gonna not look. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, we went through the vortex. That's the game. It's the name of the game. All right. And again, I'm just not looking because this level doesn't matter. Even the creators of this game said they shouldn't have put this level in. Let's see if we got the good cycle. Because if we didn't, one of those would have hit us. So now we're going to bomb this boss with a mode called Hard Shell, in which we're kind of invincible. And oh, by the way, the whole gimmick of this game is that you're this transforming spaceship thing, or as I like to playfully call it, the robot. Yeah, the music is really good. It's often touted as the main reason to play the game. Alright, so now here's where things get fun. And this is all going to happen very quickly. So I'm going to try to explain it here. There's going to be some funniness in this level. Oops, accidentally hit the button. Oh well. Let's see if you can guess what happens here. We're going to cut out a large portion of this level by doing something inane. So you see this blinking wall? Turns out it is literally a suggestion. We just went through the level. Usually the gimmick of this level is that we have to go on elevators. And we just skipped that. And yeah, I just tanked a missile to the face. Doesn't matter. So we're collecting these key cards, and then we go through walls. And what I'm doing is incredibly dangerous. I have a somewhat fixed path that I try to travel, because what we're doing can cause the game to crash, because the game does not unload objects very well. And by what I mean is not at all sometimes. So this is a tight, boop. Okay, we got it. This is a tight curve there. We're just gonna check our position on the map. And we're gonna collect the key card. We're gonna go up. And now we're gonna switch to land burner, because sometimes one of these guys hit us with a missile. I don't like getting hit by missiles. I don't know about you. I find it very rude. Alright, so this boss is not terribly trivial, but we're gonna try to get a spawn in, and I don't know if we got it. I don't think we did. What we want to do, ideally, is get some of the level geometry to stay in, which is totally possible. Ooh. Okay. You got too close. Hey, where'd you go? Come on. What are you doing? Alright. Well, he's fine. Alright, so now normally it would be easier to just not complete these bonus levels, but it's actually kind of hard to die in them as well. So we're just gonna collect the lives. That won't matter later at all. And so now we got past the crashiest portion of the game. Part of the reason why we're playing on the Japanese ROM is because the Japanese version has less horrible crashes. And it turns out that that's advantageous in a speedrunning environment. Alright, so this level requires a tiny bit of explanation. The whole gimmick of this level is that you shouldn't be able to use the Sonic Jet mode, which is your fastest and kind of crazy mode here that allows you to fly around. It uses fuel very, very fast on this level, which is not ideal. You can explode if you don't have enough fuel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump off the level, and then we're gonna turn into a jet, and we're gonna just do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. And hopefully that doesn't end very poorly for us, because there are some crazy glitches, the sky high glitch and the skew glitch, that may just face plant us into a kill plane and waste a life. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, this level is going to be very fast, and it's not going to make any sense. So I'm sorry. All right, boop. Hopefully I do this correctly. Okay, don't think we got high sky. All right, boop, and we just skipped most of the level. Okay, so now the points on this platform are a little bit variable. And now we're using land burner here. This is the form, and see, I almost died right there. Boom. All right. So yeah, on points of this stage, you can literally just fall through the level. Even though it doesn't look like you should be able to. I'm doing some very very inelegant maneuvers to try to avoid that. And now we're gonna try to beat this boss. Oh, come on. Hey. Why didn't you spawn? Alright, we're gonna try this. Okay. So now we're going to shoot our missiles out in one direction. Okay. Now we're gonna go up. And oh, he got us. Wasn't able to get the last bomb off. Oh well, because this level is quick. Alright, we didn't get the sky high glitch, where we're kind of permanently stuck in the sky. Alright, and I think we're gonna try and get the power up here. Alright. So now it's safer to use this mode. There. And a lot of the run is just manipulating our momentum, because this game has very true tank controls. Okay, almost got knocked off. Alright. We're gonna try this guy a little bit safely. Oh, come on. Got him. Okay. So, now we're just gonna fall off, because that's a bonus level, and we don't care about bonus levels. Not when they take that long to complete, and there's an easy way to kill us. So now, this is Thermos. We're gonna collect the one power-up over here. And this level introduces us to a wonderful, brilliantly designed mechanic called locks. Locks are just about the most annoying thing ever. They cause a bunch of lag, and they're basically just Simon Says with extra steps. Alright, I think we managed to avoid the cycle, the stupid laser cycle that keeps going. So I'm going to approach the lock very slowly, because, because of that, because I thought maybe we missed an enemy. But that lock can basically lag the game so bad that it makes it almost impossible to... Wouldn't it be funny if we missed one? And we got the glitch that will enable the lock to stay spawned. Okay, so we're going to try to deal with this cycle. We'll take the hit there. Using our body is rather optimal in a lot of ways. I think we got rid of the other cycle, which is very, very lucky. That is something that almost never happens. But those things have a bad habit of kind of coming up on us and wasting a whole lot of time. So hitting these locks actually is a lot more difficult than it looks. Yeah, we need this. We're collecting this power up to be able to easily beat the boss. And we're gonna use hard shell, use an electro bomb as they're called, to clear the enemies here. And we're gonna do the last, second to last lock. Okay, so, let's just check the map, make sure we're in the right place. Let's kill this guy, good. We're gonna land on this guy, blow him up. We're gonna avoid some enemy fire. And now hopefully we have one more hard shell bomb. And hopefully also we can, we got a little bit of a slowdown here. So the frame rate on this game is a little variable. Okay. So hopefully we can get a spawn in here. I'm not sure if I don't think I got it. Oh well. But the ideal part here is we get part of the level to spawn in still. Now we just have to air joust with him. Ah. Oh, come on. Alright, alright. Come on, get out of there. Alright, and now should be our last run. Good there. Just barely got him. Yeah, so jumping around is often one of the fastest places to go, or fastest ways to go. Okay, we didn't get that jump cycle, so we're gonna go for this. Okay, we're gonna try to do this level pretty fast, but we do need the extra life here. Those will come in handy on the last level, because the last level is a little terrible. You know the platforming from Voltaire and the locks? Yeah, those two get mixed up together in a terrible soup. Alright, so Magmemo, we're going to take advantage of the fact that this game can only remember things that spawned in and you placed for maybe about a screen and a half. And this is one of the only levels where we pretty much mandatory have to get the power-up room. So we're going to be seeing a power-up room. Every level, except the Voltaire and the Vortex levels, have one. Alright. And they make the game a whole lot easier, so if you're actually playing this, like, for fun, for some reason, I recommend you find them and get them. I missed it. Okay, well, funny thing about that, you can take most of the enemies out in the game pretty reliably by whacking them with your body. Especially when jumping. We got a little bit of lag here because of that enemy right behind us. And we got them to run into each other. Okay, so now we're gonna do the spawn-in glitch. We're gonna go up to that weird little spider-like enemy. And right now we're also triggering Lieutenant Dante to come and pick us up. And we didn't get it, but sometimes we can trigger her to do it early, which means we get an almost instant spawn of her. Oh, we got turned around. Alright, now I gotta check where we are. And we need her to get us right here. Okay. So she's gonna grab us, and you might notice we placed the ball in one of those slots twice. That was the spawn glitch. And so now we're hovering in safety and comfort because we tried to rub against the edge of the map a little too much. So she's gonna just have us drop the last ball in from a high altitude. From full safety. So now we're going to find our bonus room. And that's not it. It's this one. That's the exit. Alright. So, remember the whole we can fly through walls thing? That's gonna come in handy again. Because we can just go right over here, and instead of coming out of this, we can just go right here. Kill a bunch of enemies. Get the key. Sonic jet away. Avoid all the danger by utilizing the fact that this plane can... Oh, hey! Oh, we missed the cycle. So, usually it's pretty safe, but sometimes the lag in this game can make it almost impossible for you to actually transform. And that's kind of the gimmick of the game, that you can transform. So that's not ideal. Alright, so we just got rid of the last cannon. We're going to go up to the walker here, with the walker here, and we're going to take this very slowly because in a marathon environment, we can actually miss that last piece. And basically the boss doesn't spawn then. So this guy is awful if you try to play him casually, but you just back away from him slowly, and then, yeah. And the reason why he's usually awful is because he has, well, flamethrowers, and he kills you in maybe 2 hits. Alright, so now we're gonna go back through the Vortex again. Hey, the name of the game. This time it's a little harder. They're a lot angrier. But the strategy is basically the same. We're gonna try to position ourselves in a way that these weird, I'm not even gonna say what I think they look like, these weird curly cues don't actually get us. Okay. So we're just a little bit on a different plane on this level. The curlicues cannot hit us. Most of the enemies can't hit us either, except for, well, the missiles from these terrible things. And we're through the first set of vortexes. And now we're gonna go right through here. And we're gonna transform, use one of our, okay, and we got that for safety. We're gonna use one of our bombs there to take out those enemies, and that's more for lag reasons. We are totally safe. It's just, it slows the game down extravagantly. So this guy's gimmick is he punches you. He has that one big arm. So we're gonna just shoot him. Yeah. I got nothing. Okay. So, Trantor. Trantor is kind of an annoying level. A lot can go wrong here. But the entire idea of Trantor is we use those lives that we got to make the stage a lot easier by basically dying in opportune places, because Trantor is the only level in the game with checkpoints. This is a 3D open level game with checkpoints. Amazing. Ahead of its time. Okay, we're gonna take out that guy because I don't feel like getting stuck. Alright, and now we're gonna bomb. We're gonna go up to the lock. And now we're gonna jump. And we're gonna try to take out as many of those cannons as we can. Because they slow the game down a bit, and they are a safety concern for a marathon. I thought we got them all. Oh well. Doop, and then doop, and then doop. Alright. And yeah, there's enemy fire. And yes, I am trying to intentionally make them hit each other. Okay. Did we get it? Nope. Alright. Plus, square, plus, weird square, square. Okay. So I think we're gonna do one more of these. Actually, you know what? No. We're just gonna die. Cause I don't have any more bombs. Forgot that I didn't do the bomb saving trick. So we just respawned right back to where we were. I'm not gonna get anything. No power-ups yet. And we're just gonna use our bombs judiciously. And as you can see, the lock for some reason only made us do 3. The locks usually progressively get harder and harder, adding 1 to every time. That time, it didn't for some reason. And that's because it can't keep track. The game's not smart enough. And then plus. Okay. I think I need this. Oops. Here. That was almost bad. We need this last electro bomb here. Okay. Okay. Boom. And then plus. Okay, so this one's gonna be a little tricky. Because we messed up our fuel route a little. Okay. Almost got the high sky glitch. Oh, well, we forced a death there. But that's okay, because we have 2 more lives left and we're just not going to take any more intentional deaths. I would have liked to try getting something going there. Okay, so let's see if we got... Do we get any spawns? I don't think so. We managed to avoid them. We managed to avoid that guy too. Alright. Bang. Okay, so this one is a little bit tricky. Alright. We are on the last leg of our journey. We're going to be somewhat safe here. Ah, come on, man. Because we need some of the power-ups here to be able to beat the last boss, Vercingetorix, easily. Oh, hello. No! Ah. Oh well. Well, we're down to 1 life now. That was a little bit unlucky. Okay. And luckily, we have more than enough time to do parts of Trantor again. Oh wait, nope, that's not the right one. That's right. This one's the one. Okay. So now we're at the last boss with 1 life. And if we get him, fine. If we don't, we can always redo the level. Okay, so what we're going to try to do is split the damage here. And we're going to avoid him sliding towards us, weirdly. That was not an ideal hit. But we should be able to get him. Okay, so now we're going to do a despawn trick. Just barely managed to not kill him and not kill us. There we go. So, we just despawned most of his body, because the body pieces are supposed to come towards us as well. Which makes this a little bit of an easier time, because he doesn't even get a hit in. Alright, so look, we didn't actually get any bad crashes or glitches, so I'm gonna try to crash the game right now. It's totally possible. We did kill the final boss. Oh dear. Well, anyway, we did kill the final boss. I'm going to try to crash it. Come on. Come on. I don't think we got it. Oh well. Well, we tried. But yeah, that's Vortex, and the final boss is mostly despawn tricks, and I know I probably made that look a lot easier than it actually is. This game runs at about anywhere from 9 to 20 frames per second, and when there's a bunch of stuff on the screen, it can be a slideshow, like literally 1 frame a second. And yeah, I hope I at least did it justice in that regard. So truly, honestly, I think this is better than Star Fox. It's a lot more fun when you learn its very, very strange ways for playing it. It's very, very an acquired taste. And I'll admit it controls pretty badly. It's just way too complicated for what it is. And I have a slight personal history with this game. In around 93 or so, I had a very bad childhood illness. I had Kawasaki's disease. Almost didn't make it. My parents basically, for my birthday that next year, 1994, or it might have been like, kind of like as like a Christmas present that year, they allowed me to pick out any game that I wanted. I could have chosen Final Fantasy 3. You know what childhood me chose? Vortex. Yeah, so imagine my disappointment when I could barely beat the first level. I made it my mission later on in life to figure out how to beat this game because it beat me. I know. I guess I turned out to be way smarter. But yeah, this is Vortex, and I guess I would like to thank Nier, who we lost a few years ago, for the emulation to be able to actually speedrun this, because if you've ever tried to TAS or do anything in an emulator with Vortex, you'll notice that it runs both too slow and too fast. And BeastNES and the emulation tools surrounding it are basically the only thing that gets anywhere near close to Vortex. And without it, I would not have figured out kind of what makes some of these out-of-bounds things and why some of the crashes happen, tick, and learn how to avoid them, because Vortex crashes a lot. It is amazing that we got through this showcase here without a crash. And yeah, it's an interesting mess of a game, I agree. And I know we're a little bit early here. So, you know, just let me know. Okay, yep. Alright, I will throw it back to the Big Bad Game-a-thon team. Thanks for having me. You've all been wonderful.